everybody, and welcome to our Adventures by Deem special live stream.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, and we have our partner channel on, Tom and Ian from Vacationeers, Theme Parks, and more. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for having us on again. It is such a pleasure.
They're joining us from the great state of Virginia.
That's right, where we are continuing the Great Disney Debate Volume 3. So welcome in. Don't worry if you haven't seen episode 1 and 2.
We can catch you up real fast.
We can catch you up real fast. But tonight, well, first I should say, let's explain our channels, then we'll dive into the Disney debate here before I go too far. I'm Dave.
And I'm Chris.
We're from Adventures by D. We're a family-friendly vlogging channel here in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Please check out our channel if you haven't already. We go live on Thursdays twice a month, and we have vlogs, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a week. We did a couple big vlogs this week. We did Spirit Halloween opening, and then we also did a Buc-ee's grand opening, which was a lot of fun up in Calhoun, Georgia on Monday.
Yes.
So check out those vlogs.
Yes, we went to a grand opening of a gas station. Yes, we did, and made a video about it. Yes.
That's right.
It was fun.
Yeah, and Tom and Ian, you want to introduce yourself and give a little bit about the about your channel?
Sure. We are Vacationeers, Theme Parks and More podcast. That's our podcast. And we're also Vacationeers podcast on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that's good stuff. And yeah, we are also a family-friendly vacation podcast / YouTube channel. We go all around the world. Well, strictly the U.S. this part so far, but who knows coming up in the future. And we tour around and do different stuff, beaches, theme parks, whatever it is, we do it. So it's a great time. We do it as a family, and we have a blast. So yeah, we're on YouTube all the time, and our podcast comes out sporadically, a couple times a month.
Lately, it's been on Wednesdays. I feel like it's been coming out.
Well, it was Tuesdays for about a month straight, and then it was kind of now we're doing it every other week or so. We'll see. We got a big Hawaii one that we got to record. It's got to find time with Joanna to do that. But yeah, exciting times.
You have some beautiful Hawaii vlogs up already on your YouTube channel.
Oh yes.
What a trip! Yes. What a trip you guys did.
Yes,
it was breathtaking indeed.
You all did the one of the bigger Hilton hotels. You did the Dole Plantation.
Oh yeah.
You just did a boating one today. It was beautiful.
And I'm editing the Diamond Head. I think it's Diamond Head. It's the volcano that you walk up the path. I'm currently editing that one, so you can watch me go out of breath for about 15 minutes. Coming up in the near future.
Welcome in for those watching. Welcome in Karki, our moderator extraordinaire, and everybody that might be ninja watching or on replay.
Dave, what is our name of our moderators? Do you remember?
Well, I think we're going to start calling the A-Team.
The A-Team. We have to bring up the sound with it. The A-Team sound we're going to play for the mods.
Chris did not bring that up. Chris did not bring that up in rehearsal, so
no.
I don't have the music to that.
But Dave's come up with that.
Yes, yeah, but yeah, it would have been great to have the 2 music right there.
Oh, that'd be
for
sweet.
Next time. Oops, that will be sweet. Hey, Justin, welcome in. Thanks for coming over. Appreciate it. Couple big things coming up on the channel. I wanted to just highlight for us. Big, huge live stream coming up. Boo Bash. That's right. Live stream from Walt Disney World. This will be our 5th park we've live streamed from this year, but the first from the Mecca, Walt Disney World. Full Boo Bash starting at 9:30. Maybe a few minutes early to catch some of the fireworks, but next Sunday night, it's Labor Day weekend. Hopefully y'all have Labor Day off. So please come and enjoy the Boo Bash with us. Super looking forward to that.
Yes, we're going to have a great time.
That's
it's
right.
all Halloween all the time here, and it's already started. So
That's
I'm
right.
so excited. I really do love it. So
There may be some special pop-up streams. You never know.
That's right.
Besides Disney, so stay
it has
tuned.
like 3 letters.
Yes.
When it has 2 H's and an N. So
yeah, I know.
that we might be doing also.
You
so.
stopped Tom and Ian.
Yeah, I got unscrambled that.
And the last thing I want to mention is, we don't ask for subscribers a lot. We will at the beginning and end of our video, but we're so close to 1,000 here. So, if you like the content, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, invite them over to the channel. Hopefully they like it and they'll consider subscribing. It's a big deal to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. It means a lot to your channel. Tom, I know you're ticking close to 400, and it takes a little bit of time, but consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you. So let's get into the Disney debate some here. So this is volume 3. So volume 1 and volume 2. Karki's put up some of the links, and they're down in the video description.
Tom's hosted them on your channel, and it was actually, Tom, this was your idea, wasn't it, to do the Great Disney Debate, debating Walt Disney World and Disneyland similar rides in both parks, and we each take a side, and we see at the end we vote to see who wins.
So we do about. Go ahead, Tom.
Okay. I was going to say the most fun is the fact that you get a side, and whether you believe it or not, you still have to debate it. So tonight, I'm not going to tell you whether or not I believe in all the ones that we're debating for. However, nonetheless, I'm going to put my best foot forward, and I will debate it. So,
and the great thing, if you're watching in the chat or watching the channel, we have footage of every single ride. So Tom was nice enough to share some of his footage. So all 6 rides, we're going to debate in sets of 2. So there'll be 3 sets of 2. We have video on every ride. So you hear us talking to see us.
But you get to see some.
Get to enjoy the ride too.
Yes. Yes, it's fun. And Tom's, I don't know how, but you've recorded like all sorts of rides over the history of attending all these parks. It's amazing the footage you have in your archives. So kudos to you. You make this possible.
So if you're in the chat, before we go to the next set of rides, we're definitely going to ask for y'all's favorite. So pay attention here, and love to get the chat's input on which of the 2 rides you think are best.
And feel free to debate with us.
Yes. There may be things that you all in the chat. I know there's a lot of Disney super fans that come in and out of our streams, and you probably know more about the rides. There may be something key difference that we haven't mentioned. So feel free to interject that, because that'll be interesting too, because I did a lot of the research, and I know we've all ridden these rides, but there's always some Easter egg and some ride that I probably missed somewhere.
Very true. So Dave, what is up? What is our first ride we're debating?
First set of rides are the Alien Swirling Saucers in Hollywood Studios. Chris and I will be debating that against Tom and Ian, who has Mater's ride in PCA.
Junkyard
Jamboree.
Yes. Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. Well, I guess I lost because I didn't even know the whole name of the ride.
Yeah. Wow. Talking about cheating.
So Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. So Chris, let's pull up Aliens.
And we're going to tee up Aliens while we talk.
So Aliens was opened in 2008 in Hollywood Studios, with the addition of Toy Story Land. It opened right with Toy Story and Slinky Dog. So it is a whip ride, about 90 seconds long. It's got the familiar Toy Story aliens on there from the claw machine.
Which is Madison's favorite character of all time, is the alien.
Yes, that's right.
We had to choose it for that.
Brightly colored. There's two places to load in. There's also disco lights, so that's like a difference. And Mater doesn't have disco lights there. It's fairly easy to get to as you're coming into the park. Hollywood Studios is not the biggest park. You see a nice way of Slinky Dog Dash from the queue.
Wait, already starting an argument?
Well, I'm just giving.
Okay.
Just giving some.
Oh, I didn't know what happened. He went from this. Okay. He you know what? There's always low wait times, so you don't have to wait long to ride it. I'm going to say that's nice. It's one of the few rides in Hollywood Studios you can tend to get on. And there's 2 sides to it, so it loads pretty quickly. It's covered, so it's a little bit cooler than when you wait in that extreme line for Slinky Dog Dash and you roast in the sun because the queue goes way out into the land. Aliens talk to you, right?
Yeah, you heard aliens, definitely.
Yes. At Christmas, they play Christmas music.
They do.
It's tons of fun. You get whipped around, right? What else, Dave? I'm stretching here.
Chris is filling
Do you
already.
have more?
Those are the big selling points of the ride.
Little kids can go on it.
Yeah, it's very kid friendly. Low wait times. Very well themed to Toy Story with the Pixar Aliens.
Yeah.
The difference here, I think, is maybe where it's located, maybe, and then you get disco lights. So, that would be my pro for Aliens. Admittedly, it's pretty close to Mater, but I'm interested to hear Ian and Tom's arguments.
Oh, and one more I have is you can watch the Slinky Dog Dash coaster from the queue.
Yes.
So that's kind of fun. There's something to watch. Right? Okay. What do you guys think?
All right, you're going to queue up Mater?
Queuing up Mater.
Yes.
Come on, let's watch this. I don't even think we need to speak. All we got to do is see that.
Oh, wow. Strong argument.
Oh.
It is coming up now. All right, here we go.
Oh, this is ours.
Oh, yeah.
This is excellent video.
Now look at this. Now this, talk about theming. Your what is your aliens with the roof? Yeah, the roof is nice for the Florida, blah blah blah. But it just reminds you of a amusement park ride that you'd go in any amusement park in the world. Look at this. This is themed. You see, you're in Cars Land. You got the cozy cones right outside. You can stop and eat a cozy cone right after this. Look how beautiful this is. I mean, this is totally themed. It's outside. It's unique. It doesn't look like any other ride, much like Aliens, let's face it, with the roof. It looks like any other spinning ride or that type of that you'd see in any Busch Gardens or Six Flags park. Where this, 100% unique. Plus, you got Mater doing his silly, his, what's he doing? Does he sing songs? I don't even remember. He's talking the whole time, though. Yeah, all his stuff. I mean, this is so much nicer. And plus, Cars Land is such a beautiful area. You might see Slinky Dog outside, but look at this. Look outside and look. It's all open. You're in California. You're in the beautiful the weather. It's just so much nicer than the humid, sticky Florida. Oh, there's the ending. Oh, I gotta stop soon. Ian, what else you got for this?
Oh, let's look at the notes. All right.
Oh, yeah, we didn't have many notes on this because let's face
It's just
it,
that good. It's that obvious.
it's the same ride. So I mean, as far as the fun, the accessibility to kids, it's all the same. It's 100% the same. It's even the same length. So really, the only difference is the facade, the roof, where it's located,
The queue.
the queue.
There's no interactive queue.
Wait, Aliens has. Hey,
Yeah.
well, you're going the wrong side, man.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, who needs an interactive queue? Come on.
That's just for kids to spread COVID.
Plus, you guys have, you look outside yours, you have bathrooms. We have the cozy cones. You kidding me? Much better. I'll take that over your bathrooms any day. 100%. And
What do you think?
Toy Story Land in general, very busy, very crowded. Cars Land is more spread out, I think. It's not as much.
Cars Land has 1 million people in that land. Are you kidding? It's the most popular land in California Adventure.
Yeah, but they're way at the end. They're way, at the Cars attraction. They're not up front where this is. It's beautiful. And oh my Lord, at night, forget about it. Oh wow, so nice. And cozy cones. So I have to say.
I mean, come on, but with the aliens, you get the disco lights at night.
Yeah, you get the disco lights at night. Come on now.
Aliens is very much. It looks like any ride you'd see at any other park. This, you're in California. You don't want the roof. It doesn't even rain in California. It's beautiful. Beautiful one.
All right. What do you all think in the chat? I think Justin voted for Alien Saucer. What do you think, Karki, or anybody ninja watching? Put it in the chat if you like. Alien Saucer or Mater? Which one do you prefer?
Oh, we have a vote for Alien Saucer.
Yeah. And let's face it, Mater's is the original of the two. Flattery. I mean, it's obviously Mater's is good enough where let's build an alien one. It's just that they've thrown over an IP on it. Go with the original. Go with the first one.
OG.
That's right.
Karki goes for Aliens.
Interesting.
I'll say one thing for Mater that I think
It is very fun.
I read it. They have an overlay on Mater for both Halloween and Christmas. In fact, they have songs for both Halloween and Christmas. So while Aliens might have Christmas music, I think Mater has a full overlay because even the little signages, I think, have overlays in Cars Land for both Christmas and Halloween.
Yeah, it's super cute there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's vote between us.
Okay.
1 is Alien.
Is this what we
2 is Mater.
is this what we would vote for regardless?
Yes. Like, what would you guys choose?
Believe.
What we
Yeah, what
actually
you
do.
believe.
Yeah.
Okay,
One is
ready? We're
what?
gonna do. 1 is Alien. 2 is Mater.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
So we swapped.
We swapped. Yes.
Oh, okay.
No, 100%. Aliens is so much better. It's a better theme. I like the Aliens. I mean, that Aliens is a better movie. Toy Story is better than Cars, in my opinion. The roof, so much nicer. Big bays, there's 2 of them. It's just a better attraction overall. I mean, they took Mater and they upgraded it, and then you get Aliens. And to me, I would do Aliens if they're side by side, 100%. Just the IP alone, and plus the Aliens are so cute. They're talking, and it's very, very nice. Yeah, Aliens all the way, 100%.
No way.
We took Mater's, I think, for a lot of it for nostalgia, because that's the Cars is the first movie that our son made it through. But I just think why Aliens is cute. I personally like the character Mater.
Mater is so cute with that song, and it's kind of like a square dancing. He's singing to you, and you're kind of being thrown around like a square dancing thing. It was so stinking cute. I couldn't stand it. I kind of feel like they ripped it off and put it in this alien swearing saucer, but didn't do the theming as good inside of there. I don't know. Like, I mean, and the aliens make the ooh and ah at you, but I almost feel like they should have done something else with them in there to make it carry the theme.
I don't think the interactive queue in Aliens is all that great either. There's a couple things up front, but
I don't
for
remember.
Yeah.
It's because you didn't wait in the line. You just walked right on in.
Probably, yeah.
But no, they're both cute. I mean, they're must rides for me in either park. Like, I'll go straight to Aliens. You see the Slinky Dog line, it's like 60 minutes. I'm like, Aliens. So Toy Story Mania, Aliens.
So we're off to a roaring start. We argued the opposite viewpoint,
Yes.
and then when we actually voted, we turned up opposite.
Okay, what's number 2, Dave?
Number 2 is we're going to look at Test Track against Radiator Springs.
Yes.
So Tom and Ian will put you up first, and you can argue how much Test Track at Epcot is better than Radiator Springs in Cars Land.
Well, that's a fact. So first of all, Ian, go ahead. You start.
I can take it away.
Go
All
ahead.
right.
Start.
Well, Test Track is the more intense ride. It's faster by 25 miles per hour, actually. Your little Radiator Springs Racers only goes 40 miles an hour. Also, Test Track you can make your own car. Can't do that in Radiator Springs.
Very interactive.
Yeah.
You can, it's
Compete
fun.
against the people in your car.
As you're in the ride, you can see how your car stacks up to other people. That's great. Plus, the 25 miles per hour is no small thing. They took Test Track was first. So they took a great thrilling ride. They ported it over to California, and they lowered the speed by 25 miles an hour and just made it into a family dark ride, essentially, which is fine. But again, it's the Cars movie franchise that I personally am not that enthralled with. Plus, this is nice. This is a nice change for Disney. They're not beating you over the head with an IP. It's original. Now, of course, it's a commercial, but it's not an IP, mind you. But yeah, I just look at this. Look. Oh, that's fun. And plus, let's face it, when you go outside and you're outside and you make that turn, you see Spaceship Earth, and you realize you're in Epcot, and because it's probably in the morning you're going to do it, and the kind of day you have, ahead of you. Oh my Lord, forget about it. A day at Epcot is a day to cherish, and this is what marks it. This is what sets it off. You go here first, you ride this, then you go over Soarin' maybe, and then you go over to World Showcase. You start having some drinks, you start doing Frozen, and before you know it, you're having a great day. And you come back Spaceship Earth later that night. Oh my Lord, so good. You can't get that.
So Tom, what happens when your spleen leaves your body because of all the slamming and Test Track and all the stops
it's a
and
straight
maneuvers?
the speediest part is you're basically straight and you do a turn, but yeah.
Oh man, all these things in here, you're like internal organs get damaged.
Yeah.
This kills. Like we rode it last time. I forgot how much this hurt. Like it
so
hurts in this area.
It's so interactive, it's so rewritable because you can change your car specs and see how you do. Where you have, your radiator springs, you have some different scenes that switch up, but overall, you're driving through a desert. Yeah, okay. Nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dagger to my heart.
Let's see, what else? Oh, and like I said, it was first. It was the first attraction. They take a look. Oh, you're going right past the fast.
Well, that's what I'm going to. Oh, wait. Do you want me to rewind it inside there? Or you want to do that?
You're really showing when it's going super slow.
Yeah, I'm about to show the fast here. Here we go.
Here we go. And this is at night, too? Oh, man. That's great.
In the rain?
In the rain, too.
Ooh, in the rain. Oh, I don't know about that.
They rarely operate this in the rain.
Yeah, look
it's
at
a pleasure to have experienced this.
Look at that. They get the bank turn, so it's not that, jarring. Oh, yeah. And you think 65 is not that much, but when you're in a car that close to the ground, it's thrilling. It's a good ride.
Plus, when you stand under it, and when you see the track literally move with the
Well, see, and that's another thing you don't get in Radiator Springs. You don't get that close to the action. Here, you can be literally right under the track. Oh, yeah, look at that. So good. Yeah, I still don't see how you guys can even possibly argue for Radiator Springs because it's so much better. But there you go.
What happens when you have? So what happens when you have all those drinks around World Showcase? Do you keep them inside of you when you do a test track?
You do test track in the morning. Test track is ride number 1. You go to test track first, ride that in the morning, and then you go ride some other rides. And by 11, 12 o'clock, you're done riding the rides in the park. Now it's actually like Spaceship Earth, but you can do that anytime, right? But you do that at night. But man, so much fun! I'm telling you.
Yeah.
All right. So we've heard test track. Some valid points. Now let's talk about Radiator Springs in Cars Land at DCA, not too far from Mater's.
Oh my God, I love this ride. We waited 3 hours to ride this ride. No kidding. The first time we rode it.
Crazy.
3 hours.
So there is a inside part, which is really cute before you come outside and get up to 40 miles an hour and race somebody else. The inside, it's very car specific, where I can see if you don't like cars, why you may not like this ride as much. But even the outside part to me is thrilling at 40 miles an hour. Yeah, it's not 65 like test track, but to me, you have the Cars theming versus a GM commercial. So, making the car is kind of cool, I'll admit, but, I'm not crazy about GM everywhere inside that pavilion versus Radiator Springs. At least it's their own IP, right? I mean, they're advertising cars, but I think the ride vehicles are much, the theming is on point with the red rocks and the canyon and the way it ties into the movie. And all the car animatronics too on this ride's unbelievable. All the ones inside. I mean, Disney could have put, I don't know, Mater and Lightning McQueen inside and everybody would have been happy, but there's probably 15, 20 different car animatronics inside there.
Yeah, full-sized.
Yeah, full-sized.
It is so cute. It's that movie come to life. The theming of this land also with the rock formation, just like in the movies, when Lightning McQueen is learning how to race in the dirt. I mean, they have it here perfect. Like walking in this area, it's like you walked in that movie. Fortunately for us, Tom, Dean was young enough. This is literally one of his first movies he really watched, and I watched it 5,000 times. This was the one that he wanted, the original Cars. And so I think for that reason, we just love this land. I mean, it's amazing. Like the first time we walked into California Adventure and went that land, I literally lost my breath because it was just like the movie.
Yeah.
So, come to life. Yeah, it's amazing. I think it's super cute. It's a dark ride and a thrill ride in one.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Let me take that as a sound clip.
And you don't have, you don't have like extreme drops. You don't have spinning. You don't have those things that people might be nervous about. I mean, it's just speed and then cuteness. So.
And it's a good first coaster, I think, for a kid, a first thrill ride for a child.
Oh.
No, more like a thrill ride outside.
Yeah, it's super cute. Yeah, all different ages can go in there. And,
For sure.
Definitely enjoy it.
All right, chat. What do you think? Justin, Karki, anybody Ninja watching that cares to put in their 2 cents? Radiator Springs or Test Track?
Dude. The character's talking.
Justin
Says Radiator
Springs.
Come on, Karki. Test Track for the win. Come on, Karki. Come on.
Oh, and the other thing I'll throw out is Test Track always seems to be down. Like, of the two, of course, we go to obviously Disney World more than Disneyland, but the thing, it seems every day it's either 9 times out of 10 when we arrive, it has not opened with the park, and you check back 3 times and it's still shut. And then with the weather, it has to shut. There's like so many things that happen with it. It just doesn't seem to operate as frequently as maybe it should.
We were there last year, and
split.
No, it's not last year. This year. And
It was this year.
It was open.
That's awesome. It's been the last couple times. It will run like first thing in the morning. Epcot's open. I'm going to Test Track. Shut. And you run right up, and there's cast members standing there, and they just stare at you, and you're like trying to get in the queue, and then you realize they're like, no, sorry.
Karki's son picks Test Track, so we got one.
Okay, it's 2-1.
Here we go. The speed area is going here, then we'll stop it. Well, it's very smooth, isn't it, that video? Does it make you nauseous at all to watch it? Super cute.
We did not have the GoPro at that point. Hey, Jonathan, welcome in.
All right, guys, so here we go. Number 1 is going to be Test Track. Number 2 is going to be Radiator Springs Racers. You guys ready?
All right.
Here we go. 1, 2.
Wait, which is... Hold on, I'm answering the comments. Go back over that.
1 is Test Track, 2 is Radiator Springs.
I don't want to confuse
Cars.
Tom. Yeah, okay.
Disneyland should always be 1.
But it's not.
I know. You guys are messing up.
I'm just doing it in the order that videos played.
Okay, 1 is Test Track, 2 is Radiator Springs.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Oops.
Up.
So we got 1. Wait. 2. Ian's the only one.
Yeah.
Test
I
Track.
figured.
And half in the chat were.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for here. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I agree. Radiator Springs is a superior ride. I mean, you got the racing element, which you guys didn't even bring up, that you miss out on Test Track. I mean, that's just so much fun to see who's going to win. And I don't miss 25 miles an hour. Yeah, I mean, that's really all Test Track has going is that speed section, because the inside car part where you're just kind of like bumping around, and you see the car come out, and you see it has some cool effects, but it's really not all that intriguing. And then making your own vehicle thing, that was cool. A couple times you did it, but after that, it's like, when we went, like I said earlier this year, I was actually happy that we didn't have to, waste our time making vehicles. I like just getting right back in, riding the ride, and getting out. So, yeah, I don't know. Radiator Springs, it's just a beautiful theme, a beautiful ride, and it is a beautiful dark ride, which I do appreciate. That's why I go to Disney. If I want to go ride a coaster or something more thrilling, I can go, down the street to Universal. Well, Universal not so much. Maybe SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, Tampa. But yeah, great ride. Ian,
Ian, any comments on Test Track?
I just prefer Test Track.
You like it?
Indoor segments are fun. I like outdoor segment. I just like. It's also nostalgic to me.
Yeah,
probably where it is too. I just really like Test Track. I'm a sucker for it.
And it is true. I like going around and seeing Spaceship Earth, and like that to me is like a moment. Like yes, euphoria.
Yes.
No, we're okay. The PC just gave us.
Yeah.
Apparently, the power got unplugged, but we're fixing it.
We're good.
We're fine. There's always a tech issue, no matter how prepared you are. It's just how you react. We're good. So, did you guys used to like Test Track when it was the Crash Test Dummies theming? Do you remember that?
Yeah, the first version.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, both of them are. Yeah, this newer version isn't too much different to me. I mean, the inside segments never really did much for me. Like I said, it's really the outside that really shines with that ride for me. So, yeah, the redo to me is no big deal.
Do you remember the queue though? And it was all the Crash Test Dummy, like black and yellow, and the music. It was like this, like this loud pounding. Like, I think if you were stuck in that queue for an hour, you would have gone mad with the music playing. It was like a fast-paced song.
I like the previous theming better.
Oh, you did?
At Test Track, yeah, I did, and I liked that I didn't like the redo inside or on the ride either. I mean, I still enjoy the outside part, but the inside, the retheming, I think they made it worse. I like the Crash Test Dummy thing.
Well, the Crash Test Dummy Test Dummy thing was something. Like, this new thing is, what are we in a computer? I mean, what is it, a simulation? I don't even understand what we're doing now. Like, now it's just like there's some type of weird Tron.
Test Track makes me want to buy a Toyota. That's really funny. And I'm always wondering, when you build the car, how does it choose who in the car is? You know, like if you do multiple cars, or if your kids do one and you do one, or there's 6 people and it's your family plus somebody else, like who wins for the car that gets put up on the board when it goes through? Because sometimes it's like, wait, that's not the one we built. So you're like, dang it, the other people in the car, it's their car. So.
Oh, we're going through these a pretty good clip. If you're watching,
good. These are good rides.
You're watching on replay or live, don't forget to hit the thumbs up for us. We'd appreciate it.
I love to ride both of these. So at Epcot, this is a must ride for me. You know, Epcot has a handful of rides, really. So this is definitely one of them.
Yeah, Epcot, every ride's is a must ride because there's only 5. I mean, I've gone on an Epcot route before. Epcot's probably my least favorite park there, only because the back part just seems like a large bar to me, and the front part, I love the e-ticket rides in the front. I love Soarin'. I do like Test Track. Frozen's fine. The Living Seas is fine. I love Living with the Land, but there's not, after the rides, you know, I can go to a bar really anywhere in Orlando or Atlanta for that matter.
They're staring at you in disbelief, Dave.
Yeah. It's different countries. You walk around, you go in. I mean, like, just the Japan one. Oh my Lord! Just to go in there and just see what they have to offer, all the different drinks, all the food. It's more.
The World Showcase is so much more than a bar. I am not old enough to drink, and Epcot's one of my favorite parks because of the World Showcase.
He's anticipating being able to drink.
Which is really cool.
You got a bunch of different food, drinks, just things to see. It's just
awesome.
Yeah, different cultures. You know, if I wanted to ride a bunch of rides, I go to any of the other 3 parks. This is my culture day. This is my day where, like, for example, our last trip in January.
Yeah.
January, the day before we went to Epcot was our Hollywood Studios day. That was getting up at 6:30, trying to get the Rise reservation, which we didn't get, but we got the afternoon, thank God. Going in the busy park, the whole day was just hectic, run, busy. Just go from one ride to the other, trying to get this, trying to get that, stress. It was not an enjoyable day. Then the next day was Epcot. We get up, we ride our Test Track. The rest of the day, we're walking around, having some drinks, just chilling. It was a relaxing, calm. It was a vacation day that you don't get at other parks because you're always running around because you got to get to that next ride. You got to get to the next attraction because guess what? The line's only getting bigger. We got to go. You want to eat? Well, we don't have time to eat because we got to get to the next attraction. Not at Epcot because there's nothing else to do. You ride a couple attractions in the morning, then you just walk around and just have a wonderful, wonderful day and enjoy just being around. People watch, shop, drink, eat. Heaven. A great breakup to a Disney vacation when you're just on the go, going from attraction to attraction. That's what you're missing, Dave.
Yeah. We'll have to do our favorite Disney park. I'm sensing a great Disney debate episode 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever.
I think we've had bad luck. It's either been so hot that you can't get around to all the countries because you're going to die, or the lines have been so long. When you wanted to get something, the lines are too long to wait in them to get whatever it is around the country.
Going in the fall or spring when it is pleasant and there's a breeze and you're walking around and drinking your hand. Oh my Lord. I imagine, if you die and go to heaven, that's what that would be.
We have been there New Year's Eve, and we won't do that again.
No.
Oh no!
We'll never be in there New Year's Eve. I saw lots of countries as we're trying to get out. It was so crowded. We're like, we need to leave. It's not safe.
Wow.
The kids will be trampled. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Alrighty. Well, let's go to the big one here. We usually do 2 or 3 at a time. So the last one of this segment is going to be Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. You might call it the wildest ride in the wilderness. And yes, if you are wearing hats or glasses, you best remove them. So Team Adventures by D, we're going to take the Walt Disney World version, and we'll be up first, and then we'll Team Vacationeers, you'll take Disneyland. So with Disney World, you have it in Frontierland, just like Disneyland. Now the queue, they have put multiple interactive elements in the queue, which is mostly kind of an indoor queue.
They have?
Yeah.
What can you do that's interactive? I'm not kidding. Like, what is there to do?
There's little things you can press and things you can look at.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, see that?
I guess I didn't know that.
Yeah, you're running to the
I've
rides.
learned.
You have learned something.
Seriously, I'm getting through to the front. That's what I'm doing.
Now the rides.
I'm paying an extra $15 with my Genie Plus to get through the front of the. Sorry, we're not doing that. Okay.
Genie's another 4-hour. You do have more of kind of a. Here you can see we wrote it here in the rain.
It's always raining with you guys.
There is I know, it's just so happens these POVs, half of them were in the rain. And this is pretty bad rain too, as you can see. But there is a Western town scene here in Disney World that you don't have in Disneyland. And there's also like an earthquake effect. I think this is a Western town there. And there's also like an earthquake effect versus a dynamite effect. But, I'll admit that to me, I was reading some of the research and they were like, well, this one seems higher, longer, faster in Walt Disney World. I honestly don't know that I could tell. If you blindfolded me and put me on one versus the other, they're both great rides. And for me, this one's one of the hardest things to pick out any differences outside of the queue.
This one's awesome. I mean, this is like this and Haunted Mansion are my 2 favorite rides in the Magic Kingdom. Like, hands down. This is the coaster I will ride, Tom. I don't know. As a kid, I just remember going on with my mom, and you always thought something worse was going to happen than it was, but it's fast and it's thrilling, and you turn and it slows down a little bit and then picks up again. I mean, it's great. It's a great little coaster. And you know what? We have a story. Madison was, how old was she? 3? She was really little, and she was tall enough, so we brought her on it. Like, it was unbelievable. Her first coaster was Thunder Mountain. That's crazy. She was like a little thing, but she's always been tall. So she cleared, and we're like, let's go. And ever since then, she's like a coaster fiend. So, great ride.
All right.
I don't even know. I just love it. My biggest negative is you got to walk all the way to the back of the park to get to it, right? The back corner. That's really the thing with it, is you just got to get there. But that's where I'd head first thing in the morning.
The other thing is, it's not in the same place in both parks. I go to Disneyland so few times. I always think I don't need a map. And so my brain thinks the rides are in the same places at Disney World when I go to Disneyland. So I've learned I do need a map in Disneyland. That's about all we had. Tom and Ian, but I laid on us for Disneyland's version, why it's better.
Well, the ride may have been conceived for Disney World, but it was built first in Disneyland. So again, it is the predecessor. It is the original. So you got to give a little bit of kudos for that. Second, in 2014, it had a refurb where they changed all the track, new scenes. They got the mine and the dynamite, which is a great effect when you're inside that tunnel. Absolutely fantastic. New scenery, new trains. So it's basically a brand new ride in 2014, right? I mean, they redid the whole thing.
Man, the thing's shut every year for a refurb. Come on, Tom.
But this was a 14-month special refurb. It was fantastic refurb. Look at them. Look how excited they are. They're like,
Yes.
oh, we're about to start.
The
We're about
Disneyland
to start.
one, yes.
In
fact,
fact,
I think-
I want you to notice when we get, hopefully your video captures it, that goat, in Disney World, that goat is so far out of reach, you can barely touch it. In Disneyland, you're right there. Like, you can almost reach out and touch that goat. It's so much closer. So that's huge. It's a huge,
Yeah.
that's a huge difference. What else?
Ian.
It's a close ride if we're going by the length of the goat.
Yes, the Disney World one is supposedly bigger. That's what I heard too.
Wow.
But like you, Dave,
Supposedly.
I wouldn't notice. I couldn't. I don't think I'd be able to tell a difference. Which ride was longer? They both seem pretty comparable to me. But you know, the mine effect with dynamite, that's superb. That's pretty good theming right there. Where's this go at? Let's see. Let's wait for him. Here we go. Hands up. Hands up. Here we go. Oh, yeah, look at that.
And you always got to ride in the back. Oh,
Oops.
that's YouTube for you with us. We're doing it over YouTube.
Come on, come on, show that go. Show that go. Where's that go at? It's at the top of a hill. It must be the next hill you go up.
I think it is the top of the next hill.
But I mean, you can reach out and touch that go. Oh, there we go.
It's just in the dark.
All right, here we go. Oh yeah, this too. This is a nice little hill too. Very nice. Okay, here, yeah, the goat's up here. Wait for it.
I'm looking around for it.
Hey,
my
just
gosh.
turn that camera around. You're gonna miss the goat. All right, here comes the goat. Here comes the goat. Okay, turn to the right.
We're all waiting.
No, I think I
Look
think
your
I
arm, Madison. Oh, man. Leave it to you
man.
guys. To miss the
Ridiculous.
goat.
wait, hold on. Did I miss it? This is my fault then.
All right, you know what? The goat is super close. Just trust me.
So-
Go to our YouTube channel, watch our Disneyland one. The goat's there.
Who
Oh,
cares
another-
about a goat when you're having fun? It's
So here's
thrilling.
I do like the dynamite effect here.
Yeah, this is super
Oh, sorry.
good. I love this.
Hush it.
Sorry.
Watch.
By the way, Disney World used to have the dynamite.
Look at that. Oh, that's so much fun. That is a blast. Literally a blast. But also another downside to Disney World one is, you mentioned, Dave, take your hat off. I took my hat off, put it in the pouch, and left it there. So I have a grudge against the Disney World version that it eats my hats. So I still have a hat in that pouch somewhere in the Disney World train. So yeah, that too leads me to wanting Disneyland to be a superior ride. Plus, like I said, it's Disneyland. It's nicer. The weather is nicer. And look, you get this little town right here at the end to your left. How cool that is. Look, see? So nice.
I think the Disneyland one spins more, like in circles than the Disney World. I got nauseous on it. I remember that. We did 2 in a row though. You remember that? We did it. We were there one morning and we did 2 in a row, and I was like, "Uh-oh." There's something with it. It does a more of a spin.
All right, chat. This is maybe it's not close for some people. It's close in my head, but which one do you prefer better, the Disneyland version or Disney World for the wildest ride in the wilderness, the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad? Disneyland or Disney World? Justin, Jonathan, Karki, anybody ninja watching? Which one? Which version you think is better for Big Thunder?
All right, Karki.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Justin says Disneyland.
Oh, okay. Woo!
All right, so let's have a vote. 1 will be Disneyland, 2 will be Disney World.
I need to actually think about this for a second.
All right. Uh-oh. Must be close. Tom's having to think.
Close.
What are they again?
1 is Disneyland, 2 is Disney World.
It should be. Okay. All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
3. 1, 2, 3.
That's just so.
All right. Yeah. Disney World. Woo!
Disneyland.
Disneyland was just, oh my.
Disneyland's okay, but Disney World's so much better. I mean, first, the interactive queue, Dave, you're right. The interactive queue, like when you're in that queue, you can push buttons and things like out and where the track is. You can make smoke and like things come up. Really cool. And the track at Disney World where you kind of, it goes like, where's my hand? It goes like this, like you're on the track and you're going side to side. You don't get that at Disneyland, and I really, really, really appreciate that. I mean, it's like, I'm not sure how troublesome that is to make that track do that to keep the cars without wear and tear, but I love that part of that ride. And yeah, the mine is great, but that's superficial. I mean, you could put that in Disney World next week, and then you'd be up to be the same. So structurally, Disney World one's just superior. It's just a better ride overall, I think.
No, especially because we grew up, or I grew up, just going to Disney World. I mean, and riding that one. So when we went to Disneyland and rode that one, it was noticeable how less just not intense, but just the ride is just so much slower, not as fun.
And at night, the Disney World Big Thunder at night, holy, that is a thrilling ride at night. I mean, that, I don't know, it just seems like it's faster. It seems like the near misses are so much closer. It's a thrilling ride. Disneyland was okay, but again, you could tell that they took the original concept of Disneyland and made it bigger and better at Disney World when they created it. So
Bye, Justin. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it.
Oh, so I think that dynamite scene is like hands down awesome, like amazing.
Plus, I forgot. Well, we didn't argue for Disneyland, but one thing I think Jonathan put in there, you can see Batuu very well from Disneyland's ride. So that alone is a point in my book. Anytime you can see Star Wars Village from a ride, I give that a point ahead of Disney.
That's just bad theme. That's bad architecture. You shouldn't be able to see anything. You can't see Star Wars there. That's bad design.
I really can't tell a difference. I'll have to maybe do better research, but I can't tell a difference in the length of the ride or how many hills one has versus the other. In my head, they're identical, but maybe I need to do better research.
Disney World used to have the dynamite, and the boulders used to come in on you. Yeah, and there were like bats in the tunnel. They pulled it down for refurb several times. It seems like of our trips, half the time Thunder Mountain is always under refurb, but they significantly changed the inside. Then we go to Disneyland. I'm like, oh my gosh, they did the LED dynamite and all sorts of stuff. And I was like, holy cow, that's really cool. I don't know. I think it's a really cool effect.
I agree with Jonathan. And Tom, I think you said it, that Disney World is definitely the rougher ride of the two.
Yeah.
It's a coaster.
They all can't be dark rides, Dave. You gotta have a little bit of thrill in your park, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So fun. Such a great ride.
Yeah, they're both fantastic. I would ride both of them. So
this lineup was tough because all these rides were, to me, must-do rides, like between the aliens or the Mater, swirling saucer. Or I won't say the acronym for alien swirling, but and then between Test Track and Radiator Springs, and then the two Thunder Mountains, which I guess they're named the same exact thing, aren't they? There isn't a change in their name. They're both Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Yeah.
There's less differences in this set of 6 versus some of the other sets that we've already done, which you can check out episode 1 or 2 in the description below. But to me, this was a tough set. Just there's not a lot of differences between the 6. Not as many as some of the other ride differences we've done.
Yes, you have to definitely, if you haven't seen episode 2, you have to go watch that and see Dave lose it when we vote our Pirates pick.
That's true. We did the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, one of the best moments in the show was. You just couldn't believe it. It was so funny.
Do you know, I was listening to some podcast and they were all arguing the same thing that we argued, that the beginning of the one in Disneyland has so much time where there really isn't anything happening. It's like, what's the point of it? Even though it's cool, like, okay. And then the Disney World one kind of gets into it. It was kind of funny. And I was like, see, Dave, I thought of that when I listened to it. That's what we argued.
I'll tell you what's cool. Walt worked on it. The other one's an afterthought. You need to watch episode 2.
Yeah, go check it out.
We do a deep dive there. Real deep dive.
So do you guys have a trip planned anytime soon to go back to any of the Disneys? Either one.
Well, next year we have a tentative plan to go back for the anniversary. However, I don't know. We'll see if they open everything up. You know, they have the parades back, and they have Fantasmic, and they have the fireworks. And if everything is up and running, the shows are all back. That's definitely a distinct possibility for us to keep that as planned. However, if they keep things closed or they permanently close a bunch of stuff, I don't know. It's probably not worth the effort or the time or the money. And honestly, we've always stayed on site every time we've gone in the past. And honestly, that benefit seems to be lessening now. It's a wait and see at this point. I'm waiting to see what they do, because it appears they just keep taking stuff away and jacking up the prices. And I don't want to, encourage them with my dollar.
Universal takeover.
It just seems so. We're going to wait and see, and we'll see how it goes. Again, also, I don't want to pay all that money to go to Disney and have, the new Tron coaster and stuff not open, the Guardians coaster at Epcot. I don't know what the time frame of those are now. I assume Tron is that scheduled to open next year at some point? I think Guardians are probably far out. Yeah, Guardians probably won't. That's unlikely, but
you're going to have Remy open at your beloved Epcot. Come on.
Yes. That will be open, and I'll have to pay extra $15 or $25 to ride that one. I'm sure that that in the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of, with all the announcements they're making and everything they're doing, I'm just kind of just waiting to see what they do. I know. Yeah. I'm in no rush. I feel like they're, trying to recoup all their losses from last year right now. And, I'm not saying anything new. I mean, if you follow social media, they're all essentially saying the same thing. They used, COVID as an excuse to give us less and charge more. And, luckily for us, we love Disney. I mean, there is no place we'd rather be. However, we love other things too. And we get to go do other things, and that I feel like isn't, is more worth our dollar. So
when Epic Universe opens,
Epic Universe,
run for its money.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're being very short-sighted at the moment, because Epcot has a lot of things coming down. Or not Epcot. Wow, Universal has a lot of stuff coming down the pike, and they start getting their longtime supporters thinking twice. They could very much go over to the other side, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, like I said, next year tentatively we do have a plan going, but everything's got to be open. I mean, I'm not gonna spend the Disney money to go and obviously pay for the the plus thing they have going on now to get your rides. You can't even get all the major rides, right? The big rides, you can't even. That's not even part of that. It's only 40 rides at Disney World, and then they're going to take out the top tier, and those are all separate, so you have to pay for those separate. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a family of 5, so that's expensive. When we went to Disneyland, we splurged for the what is it? What's the
Max Pass thing?
Max Pass. Yeah, we did that, and we thought that's decent value. I mean, you got the photo pass with it, so that was cool. And unfortunately, you don't get that here at Disney World at the moment. But yeah, I don't know. We're gonna wait and see. Tentatively, we're going, but
I had read this stat that Universal built Velocicoaster and opened it, and they've already hit like 1 million rides a month ago. Okay, yep. And Disney's still building Tron. And they already built it once. It's a replication.
Yeah. It's not even new.
Else. And you have like Guardians of the Galaxy. It had a building. I know they had to move it all the way, but the physical structure. I mean, I know they're altering it, but it's interesting watching how things are like Hagrid's. What was it? A year and a half? It seems like 2 years. I know there's a ton of planning, but it's just amazing to see how Universal's able to do things. It appears quicker. Now, obviously, because of COVID and delays in construction, I think Universal continued some construction that Disney didn't. And so that would slow stuff down. But It's interesting watching them. We're huge fans of Universal, and you just watch them and they keep going and going, and you're thinking, oh man, this is going to be great to see what happens between them with that third park, or fourth, depending if you count Volcano Bay as a park.
But if you're going to pay to stay on site, I mean, you can get a much nicer room at Universal for much less cost versus Disney, and then you get the Express Pass, which is a huge perk thrown in too.
Perk.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Disney, they came out and said if you stay in their deluxe hotels, you'll get those extra magic hours in the evening.
Night. Yeah.
So that's a perk for staying there, because I remember doing that when the kids were little, and it's amazing to stay in those parks late. We know the crowds are low. Maybe they'll give you their genie or other things too, depending on the type of hotel you stay in, similar to what Universal does. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see, right?
Took our dog an hour to break into the room.
Yeah, he's been pushing at the door, and
Yes.
he finally made it in here.
He finally made it in here.
It's like-
That's who I'm cutting down.
There's only a bunch of other people in the house that could entertain him, but
Yes.
no. The door's shut, and that's where I want to be.
Tom and Ian, what do you have coming up? What are Halloween plans?
Yes. What are your guys'
for your
plans?
channel?
How many
man.
other places are you going?
Yeah.
Well, HHN, I think September 23rd, 4th, whatever.
It's like the
Third weekend of September.
yeah.
We're going there for that. Busch Gardens Williamsburg, their Halloween event starts the weekend before that. So we're going to be doing that. Of course, King's Dominion, when we get back in October. We are tentatively going up to Six Flags Great Adventure to their Halloween event, and also be able to ride that new coaster, the Jersey Devil, if, knock on wood, that's open again. And El Toro opens back up. Who knows? It's a crazy year. Then
Hallow Scream at SeaWorld.
Oh yeah, we got our tickets for Hello Scream at SeaWorld. So we're going to be down for HHN. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Friday night in the middle.
Yeah.
We're heading over to Hello Scream for SeaWorld, because oh man, that would be so much. That would be very interesting. We really enjoyed the Busch Gardens Tampa's Hello Scream, and SeaWorld. You got HHN, right there, so they have to step it up. So I'll be so interested to see how they manage and what they do. So that I love SeaWorld at night. I love SeaWorld Christmas. This is the first time they're doing like an adult Halloween, because they always had like the spectacular things during the day. But I think that park will be fantastic, all decorated up for Halloween.
Now, what's the difference between Busch Gardens Tampa and Busch Gardens Williamsburg with the Halloween? Like, how do they approach it? Because they're different, aren't they?
Busch Gardens Williamsburg, understaffed.
Yeah, Busch Gardens Williamsburg for years, Halloween was always included. Where in Orlando or Central Florida, Halloween events are always upcharged. So Tampa did the same thing. They upcharged their Halloween event, but then they gave you the Christmas event, and it was vice versa at Williamsburg, where their Halloween was free, and then they introduced the Christmas, and that was extra. So now they have the membership, so everything's free, everything's included nowadays. But yeah, Tampa, they have to step it up, right? Because you have HHN down the street. You cannot be like Busch Gardens Williamsburg, where they don't really have much competition, so they can afford to be lackadaisical. They can afford to sit on their laurels and just put some pumpkins and some corn up and be like, hey, look, it's the same stuff, different year, doesn't really matter. Come back.
So do they do haunted houses there?
Oh yeah. They have haunted houses. Most of them are the same. They might change 1-2 out a year.
This year they're doing 3.
This year they are, but they're down. They have what, 5 this year?
It's like 5 or 6.
Yeah, I think they have like 5 houses this year. A couple
Down from
scare
7.
zones or territories, whatever they call it. They do really good shows. Busch Gardens Williamsburg, I'll give them credit. They can do shows. They do wonderful Christmas shows. They do fun Halloween
Christmas
shows.
are crazy.
They just knock it out of the park with their shows. So Tampa's same thing to the most degree. Their shows are pretty comparable. I mean, they share shows too.
Did we see Fiends in Tampa?
I don't think we did.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a really good show. But yeah, Busch Gardens, it's a great. It's their Halloween event. I mean, Williamsburg is just, it's so decorated so nicely. I mean, even if the houses are a little lackadaisical and they're not staffed where they should be, it's just still fun to walk around with this fall.
It's good atmosphere.
Yeah, it's just it's Halloween, and you're in Williamsburg, so in the fall it's actually cool. It's brisk sometimes, and it's with that feeling, that's something you just don't get down in Florida. Like HHN, we're going to be down there in September.
It's so hot.
We're
Yeah.
going to be melting.
So
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful. And I love a Halloween event where it's actually chilly. So that's
Now, are all their rides operating in the evening in Williamsburg?
Yes.
Do they?
yeah. And also, Ian, are you going to be part of the thing this year?
The haunt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Third year.
Yeah. There's a haunt. What's it called?
It's a Total Terror.
TotalTerrorHaunt.com. They do. It's this family that puts this haunt on every year, and it's a great time. And hopefully, the podcast will cover it. Ian is friends with the guy's son, and my daughter's friends with the daughter. In fact, she was the one in our. If you watch our Dollywood video, that's his daughter. That was
okay.
So we're gonna. I met him actually. He came over to get his daughter one day, and I was working from home. And he knocked on the door, and I'm in middle of working, so I'm like, "Oh, hey!" And we chatted real quickly. But yeah, it seems like a really nice guy. I hope to get him on the podcast. Maybe we can do a YouTube video at his place or something. So that would be really fun. But yeah, it's a local haunt around here in Richmond. That it's just great.
I got to be a saw guy.
I have one question for you, Tom.
Yeah.
How did you go to Dollywood and we weren't there?
I know, right? One time, I still didn't get the stupid bread.
Oh man! All right.
So we're definitely gonna hook up for Christmas. We're gonna go sometime in November, probably, or maybe early December, whatever. But we have to definitely meet up for that.
Did Lightning be open?
Was it closed?
I thought it was. Remember when you were talking about that person who messaged us, and they said they had went.
Oh, we did parks, right? Is that who it was?
I think so.
Yeah, it was closed the day they went, but I think it was just like
it was just a
closed one off. Yeah. Oh man, great park.
Yes, we'll have to hook up at Dollywood. I'd like that. Dollywood's great at Christmas. Smoky Mountain Christmas, unbelievable.
So,
all right, Chris. So, what do we have coming up on our channel here? We have several things.
Yeah. So we are, unfortunately for us, several Halloween things start on the literally same exact night.
So
in
we're going
September
we're going to be busy in September.
We have to choose several things and stagger them out, but to cover them, they all happen.
So we'll be going to Netherworld. Absolutely.
We're waiting to see tickets. Are supposed to go on sale soon for that haunted house.
We'll be going to Six Flags Fright Fest at some point.
It also opens the same weekend as Netherworld.
Yes. Of course. And then
I think, right?
There's the Great Pumpkin Luminites. So that's happening at Dollywood.
And at Wild
Adventure. So Wild Adventure.
And at Stone Mountain.
Yeah, Stone Mountain, I think, is calling it something different, but it's something very similar.
Yeah.
Those all open in the middle of September. What am I forgetting?
There's
HHN in October.
Callaway Gardens has a thing, too. I don't know if we're going to make it down there. Yeah. They have a new Halloween thing, too, some walkthrough thing.
But we're also doing a Hollow Scream at SeaWorld.
We're doing that when we go. We're doing Halloween Horror Nights.
Middle of October.
Middle of October. Nice. And we're doing Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah, Halloween Horror Nights in October. And then the Boo Bash live stream coming up. So.
And we are doing other stuff that Labor Day weekend, too. We're just going to leave it to be.
Yes, hit that notification bell. Hit the notification bell.
He wants to live stream, but we do not know if it's possible. So... or if there would be a parental advisory as a part of that live stream of not just people screaming or whatever.
Wow.
But
I'll say one thing: if you're watching live or listening on the replay, either one of our channels, you're gonna get just a bunch of quality content
for Halloween. So, real fans, you guys have done it for years. Yeah. You've done it. I've listened to your podcast. You guys have done I am amazed at how many places you get to at Halloween. And you're even paring down because there's been other years where you've gone Hershey and you've done more than this. Yeah. So
I will say you did do. I think it was in front of the oh my! It was
this is one of our cats. See, another one came. Somebody else came in. So we got all the animals are coming in.
It was in front of that one video. The Spirit Halloween. You did your Halloween intro. I very much like that. Very nice.
Oh yes.
Yes, you'll be seeing more of that. Yeah, we upped and got some Halloween and Christmas intros. So more to come. Yeah, Tom, I noticed you've upped your intro.
Yeah, you have all sorts of intros,
lower thirds, and
socials on there, and you have for each set of videos you're doing, you have a custom intro collage of whatever it's being covered. So you have you have done a ton of work.
So we have a couple near-term things too before still going here, but I want to mention these. So we're going to premiere the World of Coke this Saturday at 10 a.m. So get your Coke to wake up with us Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern.
And,
Chris?
Yeah. So we're doing a series of things to do in and around Atlanta. So we're covering things. We've done a lot of these things before, but we're putting out videos of things that people might enjoy if they come here and they search or whatever, and they're trying to see what to do in Atlanta. So World of Coke is one of the Coca-Cola is synonymous with Atlanta. And
hey, Jameson Taylor, welcome in.
They reopened after COVID, but the experience is different than it used to be before. So Madison and I did go in and kind of give our review and show what it's like right now. They used to have a tasting room where you could try 50 sodas.
Yeah.
Like Club Cool at Epcot, but way more of all different nationalities. And now you get to try 8 and a predetermined amount.
One of them?
It is. That's one of the 8. Oh, and you get one taste of Coca-Cola that they give you as you're walking into the tasting room. But they do it kind of cool because they set each family up at a set of drink machines. So you're not around anybody else to do this. So they make it safe. And they have a smelling room so you can smell different smells and try to figure out what they are and then what sodas they would be in.
Hey, Hitchhiking Bones, thanks for joining.
Yeah.
We're just talking with our one of our partner channels here, Vacationeers, Theme Parks and More, Tom and Ian.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we have the Coke video premiering Saturday morning at 10 a.m. We also are going to be on Kelly's channel, the Mickey Bunch, on September 19th, Sunday at 9 p.m. So we're going to be playing the Newlywed Game, which sounds like I'm going to be getting in trouble.
Oh, my.
Newlywed Game.
Yes. I can't wait for that. Kelly's channel is a lot of fun, and it's called the Mickey Bunch. We're going to be on there September 19th. So when we get the URL and thumbnail out there, we'll be sure and promote it.
I'm already like, who wakes up grumpier? No, I don't know. I don't know what the questions are going to be. But
We don't need to start yet. Let's save all that fun for the 19th. So let's see. All right, there's some interesting stuff going on here.
the chat's firing up.
The chat is firing up.
I don't know for what, but
it must be. I don't know what's going on. It's so interesting. But let's see here. So we've done all episodes 3. This is episode 3 in a Disney debate. We'll do a few more. There's still a lot of common rides we haven't talked about, but we've done a lot of them in episode 1 and 2. Link in the description below. This is episode 3. So we'll fire up episode 4 somewhere between all of our channels, Halloween content of both channels. We'll have to fire that up and keep the momentum going. And hopefully
it's fun to kind of think through as Dave's prepping these, and Tom, you've prepped a ton too. I enjoy sitting back and then just experiencing it for myself. Yeah. It miraculously happens, but it's I enjoy it. It's kind of fun thinking through these rides and which one you like more.
Yeah. Let's see. So let's go ahead, and we've got about 1 hour and 10. Let's go ahead and just wrap up here since we're done with the rides. Thank you, Tom and Ian, once again for joining us. You're welcome anytime on the channel. Enjoy the lively debate, and enjoy your channel, your podcast, your YouTube. Just am a fan, and can't wait to see more content. And thanks for the mods. Before I forget, we've added some new mods in there to help Karki out, so I appreciate that. Appreciate Hitchhiking Bones and others for joining.
Yes, yes, buddy.
What's our you got anything you want to plug one more time, Tom and Ian? Anything coming out or recent vlog?
No, we need to get together to record the Hawaii podcast. So we'll probably be recording that sometime next week or so. So expect that podcast within the next 2 weeks, I'd presume. And then I still have more Hawaii stuff I'm going to release on the YouTube channel. So every Wednesday I've been releasing a video, and sometimes I do a supplemental thing on Friday. I think tomorrow I'm going to release the full version of the Dollywood Summer Celebration fireworks drone show, in case you want to see all the drones. Because in the overview video, the vlog video, I just show snippets of it. So this is the full thing if you want to see it. I don't know who
What
does.
an amazing show, right? To see those drones.
Man.
It took my breath away.
It was incredible.
Watching it.
I can't wait for other parks to start incorporating that and see what they can do, because that butterfly, forget about it.
It moved up and down, and it was just it was amazing. It was really amazing.
Great. I was impressed.
And in our video, we didn't show it, but we had been in there early, and we talked to one of the guys who kind of cleans in the area, and he actually took us and showed us where the drones launched from. He opened the door, and we'd seen, and he said, "Hey, you should stand here." So we're way on the end, like past the tree. You guys were kind of behind the tree, so we were really close to where the launch was of the drone. So you could hear him. It was really, really cool. And if you did the train, I don't think you guys did the train. You could actually see them in the train where they had them set up. So
yeah, it was a busy day.
Yeah, you guys were riding a ton of rides. And we have something else we're doing that you're setting up. I don't know if you want to share that or not.
Oh, you mean the game show?
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing a family feud. We're not having.
Let's play the feud.
Yeah, it's gonna be super fun. Our friend the show Vince is setting it up, so no cheating's going on. I don't know any of the questions. I don't know any of the answers. I know nothing. I don't even know where he got the questions or answers from. But it will be theme park related, and it's gonna be
awesome.
Us versus Adventures by D. May the best family win. So, oh man, it is gonna be a blast. I love game shows. I love doing them. It's so much fun, and like debating, like this type of thing. I can do this all night, every night. It's fun for me. So yeah, can't wait to get that together. So that's another thing we could put on the books and do.
That'll be fun. Person against person all the way down. I was talking to Masson about it. She's like, I know what the Family Feud is. I'm like, all right, you're in. Let's go. So yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a podcast and YouTube video, and we did a little demo thing. He was showing us some of the stuff he had planned for it, and it looks really cool. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Let's talk about that off the stream here when we sign off.
Yeah.
Oh, it just sounds fun. No, it's fun.
No, the schedule it out. Yeah.
Oh, Dave's like, wrap it up. I missed the cue, Tom. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did too. I've been looking for it. I've been waiting.
She never obeys the cue, so I just thought
everyone's like,
pushing her this way.
Need the hook to pull her off.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So our big things are just the next 2 weekends are huge. We're going to have the World of Coke premiere Saturday morning at 10, and then Boo Bash live stream a week from Sunday night. So join in for that.
We have other videos coming out too that we've done, like Fun Spot America Atlanta. I had that coming out too. Did that one. Very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah. So well, good stuff coming out.
Anything else?
No, we can say goodbye, Dave. It's okay.
We have plenty of content to edit. It's just that she's editing some of them, so I'm waiting to see what she's committing to getting out. So Fun Spot's coming out soon.
What?
All right, Tom and Ian, what do you say on your sign-offs usually?
What do we say? Oh, I just say keep making memories. Yeah. And he says ride on. Yeah. It's not nearly as cool or nice or in sync as your sign-off.
Well, I want to thank everybody for joining the mods.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks to folks in the chat. And if you're watching the replay, make sure and let us know in the comments. And leave a comment if you had a different opinion on the 6 rides, which one you picked out of the set. Would love to hear your comment and what we missed on the differences between the rides. There's so many little things that we could have said and we might have missed. So let us know. But thanks for watching.
And if there's any rides you want to see, because Tom has a ton of footage. So we can do a ton of the rides that it's amazing what he has. And between both of us, we can debate probably almost anything in Disney. So
I just want to thank you guys, too, for having us on. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anytime. So stay in the green room here. And what do we want to say, Chris?
I want to say, may the adventures be with you.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and
ringing a bell,
so you'll be notified of our next upload. And as always, may the adventures be with you.